Up and up she climbed. Not long ago she had heroically scaled an elevator shaft using nothing but her determination and a sword. But now, Claire was exhausted just climbing the staircases of this towering building. She couldn't help but think of how it reminded her of Harp City, but she also realized it might have been a better idea to keep the building standing upright. Every so often, Claire had to take a break, and when she did, she would exit the stairwell, find a window, and just stare out into the world. For some reason, this city made Claire feel sad. It was, visually speaking, very impressive. The buildings were very tall. The lights were very bright. There was a lot to be impressed by. And yet, the city seemed sad. Like a lot of pain happened here. A lot about this world felt familiar. Wormwood was pretty sad too, Claire thought. The former martyr started to process what it meant to live in a world built atop all of these dead lands. Pieces of them existed in Wormwood. She could see that now. But what if all they got from these old worlds was their mistakes?
Покайся богам, пацан, ведь во всем виноват ты сам. Похоже, ты влип, пацан, и расхлебывать будешь сам. И расхлебывать будешь сам. Боги не услышат твоих слов. Их защиты не ищи ты. И плевать на тебя.
One, Bramwell can never be healed again. Period. His body rejects magic. It just won't work.
Christ.
2, my maximum HP goes down to 10.
Yeah, I definitely think it can never be healed is much more interesting. The other one is just like,
Okay.
yeah, too much.
You're gonna die.
Now, when you say can never be healed again, do you mean including hit dice for rest, or just can't be healed magically?
I like the because I assume we're gonna end an arc at some point here before we actually do it. So I like the idea that Bramwell goes into the final arc knowing he can't gain more health than what he goes in with. So I think extended rest idea of you regain all your hit points is okay, but magic just doesn't seem to work on him anymore.
Okay, now an important clarification, which is as you're all gathered here on the ground, just defeating this really dangerous foe engineered to kill people like you, the icy vines you feel on your body do basically reach their maximum coldness and maximum magical strength. And you feel them not painfully, just reassuringly squeeze you, hug you. As Claire's magic reaches across the country to embolden you and fill you with determination. And then the feeling dissipates. The magic has worked its way inside you, and you all feel determined. In fact, all of you have banked a level for your next level up, because that's what Chris and I decided Claire's conduit does, which is when you make determined actions, you gain additional levels. Now, you don't gain it now, you will on the next level up.
Can you remind us that when that time comes?
Absolutely, that's going to be next episode.
Okay. Question. Specifically, what's occurring now while Vindrass is trying to heal Bramwell? Do we know at this moment that has not worked? Is that immediately apparent?
I think this is the last one, because there's a little bit more to this arc, and then that'll be it. I think you're healing, and then it stops. Like the wings of the moth unfurl, and if you have to try again, you just cannot get it to come back for him. So basically, Bramwell gets that 25 HP to finish this arc. And then after that, when you all level up, he'll be back to full, but then for the rest of the campaign, he cannot be healed anymore. But when you do level up, you're going to get 2 levels. And actually, if you're more determined between then and now, maybe even a 3rd level. So this is really the time to put in the elbow grease.
We just fucking killed that thing like a bitch, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Feeling very confident.
So last time we left this adventure, the party had decided on their course of action for the end of this campaign, which is you will sneak aboard Wolfram Castle from the Colosseum, the only place that the God King ever reliably docks his castle. Otherwise, it's very hard to pin down his moving fortress or to even get near it without getting killed. So the plan is actually really sound. You left your non-flying companions behind, Young, Dwayne, Stuart,
Yeah.
Preposterous. And now just Zur, Staples, and Amy are with you on this last leg of your long journey. Bramwell can no longer be healed.
I have Bradley and Sandra, correct?
Up to you. Actually, you said you left Bradley, but I don't feel like that's necessary.
Yeah, because they're both smallish. Okay, cool. I have them both. Nobody can at me about it.
So we go back and we edit the "I will remember you" sad montage.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just Stuart but now. And Sloth Green, because apparently he's twins now.
I like the idea that every once in a while we cut away to Stuart the porcupine and Preposterous the moose, and they're just doing rave shit. They're just doing hot girl shit constantly.
It's their rebellious teen years.
We rejoin the party now as they exit the glass forest. All the shark horses made it, but Bramwell is in a pretty rough shape. So as you're exiting, you making your way across the salt flats, it's at a much more subdued pace than you thought maybe you were gonna make this last journey. like you know, I was gonna say sprinting, but what is it called when horses do it? Galloping.
What is it called when horses do it?
Horse running.
Horse running.
Cantering is the other thing, but it's anyway, so this is a much more relaxed pace because Bramwell is still in some pain and the horse is scared. So as you're making your way across the flats, do you do anything or say anything before we go to the next place? Because you have a little bit of time to breathe here. I think Amy catches up. Zur and Staples are here as well.
So, Amy, how you feeling? Feeling better? Because you were just like sitting in the fire moping for a while. Then we had to fight a giant thing, and so I haven't checked in with you since then.
Well, yeah, I couldn't actually feel the fire because of my non-body having stuff.
Yeah.
But I've been thinking about what you said about not being like my father. And that hurt, and we don't really know each other well enough for you to be saying things like that to me. But thanks, I guess.
I mean, like, we know each other well enough, I feel like, right? We're cool. You got to hold the sloth.
I should have taken a bumble sloth. She looks back to the forest and is like, I can't actually hold them.
That's okay. You know what we're going to do? First thing we do when we get your body back, we're going to go on a bumble sloth vacation.
I love animals so much.
Then, dog, we should hang out. Like when you have a body, we're not all going to get murdered.
What are your favorite animals?
It's very hard.
Moose.
Yeah. So I've never seen one.
Mm-hmm.
I've only seen it like in drawings and stuff. But I've heard that there's like a small version of Stuart. It may be a horse egg. I don't know. Apparently it's like a tiny little guy with a lot of spikes like Stuart. And like, I like smaller versions of other animals. I like bigger versions and smaller. It's fun. So one day I'll find one.
Yeah, but as queen, I think I'm going to need a very queenly, something to put on the coat of arms. My father had all these chimeras made or whatever, but that's his thing. I need to find my own thing.
Well, are you... Wild idea, but maybe rather than choose something based on its like scariness, choose an animal you'd want to have as like a friend and companion,
Well, if you have any animals you can recommend, anything powerful and loyal and brave, if you could give me the number.
What is a number?
I don't know. That's just kind of an idiom that's survived since ancient times. I believe etymologists say that the source has been lost.
Well, okay, if we're thinking, because I feel like you're going to be kind of stubborn about this and wanting it to still be, like, fearsome. They're, like, did you see the bweagle?
Did she see the bweagle? No, I don't think she did.
It's like a big flying whale guy. So it's big and intimidating, but they're actually like, they're really affectionate. They care.
Uh-huh.
And animals have their own personalities, so you gotta, respect their deals.
Okay, so between I think the two animals you've introduced this season, that Amy could use as her coat of arms, and like a distinct animal for herself, you had the cat dragon and the bweagle to pick from, and you decided the bweagle was more Amy. I could have sworn you were gonna go cat dragon.
No, because she needs something to balance out her sassiness, and the bweagle's more mellow.
All right, now I like this. Thank you, Lauren, for the contribution of
You're welcome.
Amy deciding to get into bweagles in a big way. In the way that you are into hedgehogs and I'm into ferrets. That's going to be her thing.
Wow, that's so cute. I love it.
Thanks for going back for me out there.
Well, I wasn't much good anywhere else, and you've been a valuable friend. I hate to see you left behind.
I've left many friends behind over these years, I think.
I left everyone behind, and I don't miss them, so...
You're perhaps better off without them, then.
Yeah, but we aren't better off without you. So...
Aww.
The sentimentality is touching, but unnecessary. We all know you're the star of the show here.
If anybody says they saw this coming when Corton was introduced, you're a fucking liar. Nothing has ever been more unpredictable in a work of fiction.
No, I'm just a weird guy with 4 arms at this point, and
It's not wrong.
I'm good with that. I think if we just set right what we set out to do here, I think we're all good.
You have the luxury of a long future ahead of you, though. Pray tell, do you have an idea what you plan to do when this is all done?
I haven't the foggiest.
Good! You shouldn't! You should just go until something comes to you.
Rodney Dangerfield voice. Hey, we're all gonna get laid.
Go until you get lost and find where you're going. It's how I found you. It's not a bad strategy.
Oh, I didn't know she was in this conversation.
It works either way. Vindrass can canter up on her horse and join her.
Oh, yeah.
You're just saying that so you can know her horse words and be impressive.
Thank you, Lauren, for calling me out in front of my friends.
You're welcome.
We're not friends. I don't know why you're throwing that around. I told you. I said, did the letter not get to you from my lawyer about that?
I was talking about the audience, Chris. Now who's owned?
Shit, I guess it's me.
Don't boo me, I'm right. I'm not owned.
No, I like this. So Vindrass
Yep.
kind of clip-clops up next to Vireen and says that very sweet thing.
Yep. And it's the greatest thing that ever happened to me, if I'm honest. And hopefully, if you'll have me, we'll figure out what I'm doing next together.
Aww.
I like to think at this point, Bramwell will pick up the pace so he can leave the two of them to that conversation.
Vindrass looks for like half a second and just gives the biggest hug.
On that sweet note, the party sees something up ahead. The only structure you've seen since leaving the glass forest to the west, a familiar one. It is Wormwood Library.
Oh.
Well, that's like the first place we went to when we found there was a map and we learned about all the stuff.
Yep, you know I have to give you one more chance to destroy this beautiful library, as per series tradition.
Oh, yeah, we do need to. Yeah.
But yeah, with Bramwell's injuries, I think everyone thinks this is probably a good time to rest. Hit dice if you need it. Maybe take a little look around. Does anybody want to roll anything?
Can I roll perception as a lookout?
I would love that.
24.
With a 24, you easily see the thing there is to see here, which is a brilliant blue and green feather sitting on the salt.
Oh, God fucking damn it. This fucking hot. All right.
Who is it?
It's fucking the Duke. It's big stupid Duke. The big dumb Duke.
Oh, what a little bitch.
All right, so the party knows that Duke Pendergrass is inside the library. But
Fucking George R. R. Martin sits up at night trying to think of characters as fucking unlikable and hateable as the fucking Duke, and he's never going to do it.
thank you, Chris. That means a lot, bud.
You're welcome, buddy.
But that's it. You don't see any like horses. There's no skiffs. It just seems like, I mean, he can fly. So what do you do?
So I guess if we're gonna go in there, I would like to be like fully cocked bow.
Sorry, I know.
Fully cocked, Austin. Fully
That's how I like to
cocked.
enter every library. I've been kicked out of a couple.
For coming in fully cocked.
I was. That's not even a joke.
I know.
Why do you always violate our public spaces, Austin? Why couldn't you have done it at Target?
I've outgrown it.
Did you say that he's flying?
I mean, I'm just saying he can fly. That's how he got here.
He can.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
okay.
can somebody kick in the door? Somebody bigger than me.
Yes. Yes. I want to kick in the door.
Bramwell kicks in the door, and you just hear inside, oh no!
What's up, Duke, you big nerd?
You saunter into the library, and you see Duke Pendergrass, who's a human-looking person, even though you know they're a Nephilim, half angel, half demon. The only real hint of that visually is their beautiful peacock wings. Their demonic claws are hidden inside gardener's gloves. But you see
Say,
he's...
oh no again. I'm sorry.
What?
Can you please say oh no in his voice again?
Oh no!
I don't know why it's the funniest thing I've heard today.
You see, he's looking at a big book, and then you kick the
Oh my
doors.
god.
You kick the door in, and he drops it, and he doesn't like immediately assume like a combat stance. That's like too aggressive for him. But he like looks like he might be ready to run
Oh.
until he sees who you are.
Hey, bitch.
Oh, it is, yes, Mrs. Beans. It is wonderful to see you again. How is my elemental phrase book?
It's great. It's come very in handy, and I appreciate that. I don't know if you're gonna get it back, but it's committed to memory.
Oh, ¿quieres practicar?
Shut up.
You do not practice phrases?
I don't practice shit.
Je ne comprends pas le français. Tu parles l'anglais, s'il vous plaît?
No hablo francés.
Tu parles español?
Sí, hablo español. Sí, 4 años.
What are you doing here?
So, last you left me, I was looking after Claire and Amy, and then apparently Amy was planning insurrection. This was against deals I had made with God King, so it got bad. I tried to take her into custody. She kidnapped sister and escape. At this point, you notice Amy did not come into the library with the rest of you, by the way.
She should. Come call him out, girl.
She's hiding outside.
Give me just a second.
Oh God,
keep my
Lola,
head
please
up.
don't make me talk to my NPC.
Hey, Amy, if you want to give the Duke some shit, he's in here.
I really don't.
Okay, I'll do it for you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
The Duke finishes explaining. He says, the moles rose up. The deacon and I were extracted. He has been redeployed to the front line, but I made a compromise where I am not allowed to interfere with rebellion, but moles will not be put back into slavery once they are defeated.
I have a question off the top. Where's Clea?
Her sister, she take her. So actually, it was Clear who put me into unconsciousness. If I recall correctly, it is kind of a blur. But also, yes, she is Clear now. You already know this?
I've heard word.
Through the grapevine.
Well, I suppose I should owe you an apology, Sir Bramwell. I know you were close with her. I hope she is okay, but I do not believe Amy will hurt her.
I would like to punch the Duke in the face.
Do it. Yeah.
Not like
Yeah.
I'm not trying to like roll and like knock him out. I just want like in a way of like the you fucked up son kind of way.
He needs it. He deserves it.
This is a role play punch, not a combat punch.
Yeah.
Because your skin is half off and he is a demon. So I don't know how that. But that's the thing. He takes it. Like he could easily just be like, "All right, demon mode. I take my gloves off. My talons rend your flesh, whatever." But he just takes the punch like a person and just kind of staggers back and says, "Yes, I probably deserve this. I have failed. I am sorry."
I'm gonna crack my knuckles and then walk to the back of the room.
You do that. He says, "So I am not allowed to interfere with what is going on, but looking at you, you are injured very badly. I take it you have thrown in with rebels. Yes."
Can we have a family meeting?
Vireen cracks the knuckles on his top set of hands and the knuckles on his bottom set of hands, and then goes and stands next to Bramwell, crosses both sets of arms.
Comprendo. He steps back.
All right. So are we all here? We all huddled.
Mm-hmm.
Do we think we should like use him, or like is he too much of a bitch? Like I don't know. He is very powerful, but he's also
He'll sell us out in a second to save his skin.
exactly. So it's like, we can't trust
Yeah.
him.
The fewer people we have who will flip on a dime, the better.
Okay, cool. We're all on the same page.
Like we're doing a big old treason. We really don't want anyone who we have even the slightest suspicion might just sell us out.
Cool. All right. So we tell him nothing.
Oh my, there's so many skeletons in the floor here. Wild.
Yeah, we already know. We've been here before. We found him first. Get out of here.
Okay, that just told him something.
I lied. I was lying. Okay. Listen. Sometimes they're skeletons, you know? It's just one of those lessons in life.
All right, so it's totally cool not to trust him with anything, but I assume you could still get information from him. So,
Do you know who's returned with the God King to his castle then?
the conclave was sent out to stop rebellion. Friar sent to Harp City. I heard he has been killed. Abbott was sent.
Oh my.
Abbott was sent to Absinthia. He has did not find any rebellion and has returned. Deacon went to Gorefields with myself. We were extracted. He has been redeployed to the lines. I do not know where. This is an Austin aside. You just killed him. And then he says, Vicar, she is always in castle. She does not leave God King's side.
Ooh. Who's the vicar again? Who's that?
She is God King's personal bodyguard. She is married, a water genie.
Oh.
They say her defense is impenetrable. No assassin has ever gotten close.
Oh, cool.
Have I ever met the vicar?
So because of your history and because of your background thing where you can know stuff, I think it's totally fine if you have. Do you want to roll history, or do you want to just say as your background feature we can just talk about her?
Yeah, let's just talk about her. I like to think that Bramwell's got a little bit of know-how about the big dog.
The big dog.
The big dog, Roman Reigns.
The vicar is a merit, a water genie. She is probably the strongest of the conclave. She's always left at the castle specifically to bodyguard the God King. I will
She's
say
the dragon.
Huh?
She's the dragon.
Oh, in the TV trope sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
People say that he likes her best because as a water genasi, she's the only genie who shares any elemental affinity with the God King, because salt is negative in water. So they have that in common. I'd say there's probably a persistent court rumor that she's like his romantic partner as well.
They fucking.
Yeah.
They fucking.
So, yeah, because he basically stopped taking wives after Frida. So that's basically what he's been doing in that department, if you're interested.
I don't think we were. Thanks.
Yeah, but so you've killed the friar and the deacon, and the weird thing is the abbot thinks you're on his side because of those preposterous roles in Absentia. So the vicar's the only major threat besides the God King himself. Wow, we are really close to the end, huh?
Yeah.
But I think the last thing the Duke says on the subject is, so yes, the deacon and I were extracted from the gore fields when the moles took it over. So I was in Castle recently, and he holds up the book he's reading, and he's like, I am researching some things I saw there. It is quite a place. You have been, Bramwell.
Of course I've been to the castle.
Yes, how extensively have you explored it? Because it has entire bottom part, the skiff that rides on salt, and then it has the castle on top. It is very large, two distinct areas, very, very complicated.
I believe I was on a tour once, as Bramwell's clearly trying to pretend like he still remembers everything, but he definitely does not. Is probably like half the castle. I assume he doesn't know.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
It's like the dude who goes to work, is given a tour on the first day, and then is asked like, "So you know where everything is?" Like, yeah, I just went on the tour. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That and the
relatable.
That and the fact that Bramwell has established a bad memory in his age, so it's. Yeah, he needs some refreshers here. But the Duke basically tells you that the castle is an interesting place. It's complicated. It has distinct areas. It has a interesting population. There's the upper class genasi who live there, like the way nobles live in castles historically. And then there's like slaves who work in menial jobs there.
Ooh.
And the Duke says, my concern is if rebels take castle, there is said to be a fail-safe device that will destroy castle and take everyone with it, which would be very tragic for the workers there.
We should utilize. I'm gonna say this away from the Duke. We should try to utilize, the people.
Plus, if we tell them, hey, you're about to get blown up, maybe that'll make them a little more willing to help us. It's like, hey, they were going to blow you up in a failsafe. Help us.
Well, I'm like, I don't know. It's not like we have to go to everybody, right? I don't know how. I know you got fancy brain magic. I don't know how it do.
I mean, I can try and just send the, the little push alert to everyone.
Well, not, oh man, but then they go to, hey, Duke, what else do you know about the architecture of the castle? Tell me every detail. I'm fascinated.
Yeah, so I think he can basically give you all advantage if you want to roll history to kind of put this thing together here.
I got a 4. I don't know shit.
I have 21.
18.
13.
Yep, 21 and 18 succeed. So I think, Bramwell provides the basic explanation of where he's been. I think Vireen, has been in the palaces of some noble women before, has been in the abodes, and adds flourishes like, oh, I think a secret passage would be here. I think I would put the servants' quarters here, etc. And the Duke helps expand on it. So you basically get a working kind of little map here. This is the library is where maps come from.
It really is.
Yeah. So I want to give you that. I don't know. So I guess one of you add, castle map to inventory. But basically, the final dungeon of this campaign, there aren't many in Dice Funk, but this is kind of a dungeon. It's almost like Castlevania-esque in that it's a complicated layout to get to this throne room. And there's some secrets. There's some things to take into consideration. But the biggest one, though, is this failsafe. And I think Duke Pendergrass says, as you're drawing this map, he says, I have heard that they keep it at the bottom of castle. Have any of you ever heard of plutonium?
Is that
No.
like some kind of dog?
It is apparently elemental of some kind. I hear workers talk of it. The slaves, the cooks in the castle kitchen, they tell me I was getting late night snack. They tell me that they must feed this thing, but they have to be very careful because upsetting it or scratching it releases lethal poison. It's invisible poison of some kind. It is extremely, extremely deadly. And also, apparently, I do not understand. I've been researching that if God King is killed, Elemental will destroy entire castle and everyone inside of it.
Do we still have any of the methods with us?
Yep, all of them.
Can we still open their mouths like a phone and call Denise?
Yeah, sure, why not? We all love Denise.
Hey, Denise.
Yeah, so you grab one of the methods and you open his mouth and you're just
I
talking
scream
to
into
it.
his mouth, yeah.
He says, yo, what up? Hey, how's my Vireen doing?
I'm gonna move the method so it's a camera. Like his eyes so she can see Vireen.
Yeah, like at a Zoom call, look at my cat.
Yeah.
She says, Vireen, we have to adjust some of the torque on those tendons, the throwing. You were throwing stuff there that was all off last time.
Yeah, but the clotting's good at least.
Yeah, well, let's not try too much clotting if you can help it.
Okay. I had a question.
Shoot.
What do you know about plutonium?
Yeah, one of the elements. Yeah. So obviously I told you about the different weaponized elements for my chimera. You got the iodine, you got the carbon, you got iron, you got...
Yeah, I know all those things.
So there's a bunch of them that are really heavy and hard to find, and they're extremely deadly, but it's not really worth going through all the trouble because you touch them and you die. Actually, plutonium you can touch and not die. That's a weird thing about it. Did you know that? You can hold it in your hand and you won't die. It has to reach something called supercriticality. You don't need to know anything about that. But if it's what are your questions?
If whoops, accidentally came across some, is there any way to neutralize it?
Well, it depends on what form. If it's a small amount, it's actually fine. Just don't eat it. That would be my number one thing. Don't eat it.
What if it's alive? Like your hotel.
Wait, the hotel's alive?
No, you just got a lot of elementals in there.
Oh, yeah. So if it's an elemental, that means it's sapient, it has its own mind, it has a language, which means it controls when it goes supercritical. So actually, if it's your friend, it won't do anything. It's perfectly safe. But if you're a threat, it can become radioactive, and I know that's not going to mean anything to you. It's invisible death lasers. So don't make it mad.
What do you know? What would make it happy?
All elementals have their own personalities and likes and dislikes. They're smarter than animals, but not as smart as me. Or I guess
well,
you.
is it anybody?
No, sorry, I forgot other people aren't animals sometimes.
No, we are.
Yeah, but yeah. So here, in order of importance, here are the things I would say. You won't die from touching it. Don't eat it. You will die if you eat it.
Okay.
Don't make it mad or sad or hurt. Basically, if you displease it in any way, it will hit you with invisible lasers and you will die. But if
God, that's metal though.
yeah,
Fuck.
they're pretty cool. It's hard to weaponize though. It's just the super criticality is the important thing. Have you ever heard of the Demon Core?
No, tell me all about it.
It was a big ball of plutonium that people had in ancient times, and they were doing experiments on it, and it kept killing the researchers.
Whoa.
That's just a real thing I learned researching plutonium.
Oh, that's cool.
Is there anything it can't defeat? Any strategies anyone has come up with for because is there any way to trap the thing or defeat the thing or stop the thing? Any armor we could have?
Is there a fun box that's made out of the right thing, maybe?
Yeah.
So I didn't do too many experiments into radioactivity because, as I said, it's difficult to weaponize. Any animal you put it inside to make into a breath weapon, you're just going to irradiate it and yourself. Not really sustainable. So I haven't done that many radioactivity experiments, but I will say that theoretically there should be ways to shield it, yes. Lead maybe? I can look into it and get back to you. I am looking at this Vireen data, though, so that's kind of my main thing right now.
Do you have any lead that you can
We could just have.
teleport here? If anybody has a teleport, it's gotta be you, right?
We'll get Vireen to do a bunch of jumping jacks for data for you.
Nah, this is a low magic, low technology setting, so teleportation isn't really in the card. It's more of a planescape thing,
Okay, I know what you meant. I recognize them words.
Okay, but yeah, so Denise tells you actually more useful information than I thought she was when I started talking. So the plutonium elemental the God King has is a bomb, a nuclear bomb. And if you fuck around, you will find out. But if you make it, because it has a mind, it can make choices, it has language, you could
Its friend.
you could socially defuse the bomb. Or if you have the technological capacity, you can shield yourself from the radiation and then do something with it.
Listen, some of us can talk to elementals. Yeah. So
Yeah.
let's.
That's Lola, this is your greatest challenge yet.
God. Well, and I'm I don't think that's how it works. Can I tell Vindrass the words and she just repeat them so that we don't have to be in the same room?
Cyrano it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's the question. The important thing you've learned here is that if you go onto the castle and you just fly into the throne room and start trying to fight an old man, he's going to kill you and everyone in the 20-mile radius, all the slaves, maybe civilians and stuff. That's probably pretty rough and all of you will die. So you probably want to sneak onto the castle and make that your first priority before you rush the boss chambers.
I feel like I could befriend. And he just needs some loving. Give him some pets. Mm-hmm. Tell him he's a good boy.
All right, but that's what you get. So this has all been very successful. Denise says, "Is that a rash, buddy? Do you need some cream for that or something?"
I just assumed it was a bit of chafing.
That makes sense. Yeah.
It's the thigh muscles are a little bit, thicker than, what I'm used to. I'm getting a little bit of drag, but,
A little bit of drag, yeah. I see that. I saw those spikes in activity, and I was like, wow, he's really working out. And then I figured out that's not what you were doing. And now I'm just really impressed by the duration of all this data.
No.
Well, thank you.
From a purely scientific perspective.
Sure. So I'm going to go.
Bye, we love you. And I'm gonna...
Sven says hi.
That's the message face. I'm just gonna clap its beak closed.
So you hang up on Denise, and you're left alone with Duke Pendergrass, your favorite character, whom you love.
Yeah.
He's developing a black eye, I think.
Wait, somebody get the other one so it matches.
Hit him again, his soul is still dancing.
Hit him again!
Yeah, the Duke says, all right, so that seemed productive. If you keep plutonium elemental from killing civilians, well, I cannot help further, but this does sound better than alternative.
Whoa, Duke, it's really rude of you to listen in on somebody else's call.
Oh, my apologies. It was
Can't
on.
believe you're eavesdropping like this. Don't you understand privacy?
The method was on speaker.
The methods can only go on speaker.
It's true.
Okay, well, like, are you gonna be a fucking snitch? Are you gonna be a little bitch snitch?
A snitch? No, of course not. I only want what is best for people.
People or yourself?
I am doing my best. I'm sorry.
Well, okay, that's good. Keep improving.
I must go now. I have to go find Amy and Claire and
Wait,
apologize to them as well.
no, I think you should stay here.
You think?
Yeah, we'll when we find him, we'll tell him where to find you.
All right. So the party exits the library. They have convinced the Duke to stay and not go look for Amy, which would have meant getting Belle and Amy's body back.
Can we go back and do that?
Yeah. I mean, I just don't trust the Duke to be let loose off free.
Okay, so we can do this in character. So if you leave the library, Amy's out there floating, and she says, like, "Did he say anything about me? Did you kick his ass?"
He said he was gonna look for you, and I told him to stay here.
Didn't want to, like, send him looking for you unless that's what you wanted, because, like, you're not in control of your body right now, and I didn't know if that was a thing we should check first.
Well, thanks for the concern, I guess. Yeah, why not? He is a super powerful angel demon guy. Let him fly around and find my fucking body. Tell him to come to the...
Do we tell him anything, or do we just pretend it's you in there?
Oh, now he's gonna figure it out either way. So you could just say that someone took my body and tell him to bring her to where we're going, the Coliseum.
All right, I'm gonna open the door and stick my head back in and yell, "Hey, never mind. Go look for Amy's body and bring it to where we're gonna be later."
Yeah, Amy's here. We didn't tell you. We checked with Amy. Amy's cool with it. Amy's body's gone. You need to go find Amy's body.
Oh, you came back. Are we friends now?
Yeah, just don't fuck up.
Oh, yeah.
We're watching you. You're on thin ice, buddy.
Your friendship is conditional on success.
The Duke runs up and hugs you all.
Oh.
He's like, yes, I am going to help, and then you will not punch my eyes.
That's how it works, yeah.
All right, I see you later.
Bye.
Have a good day.
You too, buddy.
Amy pops out as he flies off into the distance. She's like, what an asshole.
It's so hard though, because you're like, oh, he's a fucking dick and he deserves all the punches. But then he's just so happy to be friends. It's like, damn, like a little boy, like a little kid.
Imagine if you kicked Doran. That's the wrong voice. Why am I Duke? No! Sorry, I love doing that voice so much. Amy says, imagine if when you opened the door and you saw him, you just riddled him with bolts and you didn't even get a word in edgewise. That would have been funny.
Yeah, but it seemed a little cruel,
He wouldn't have fought back. He's a little bitch.
Well, also, I think he would have just, are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure he'd just be like, okay, I am done.
I mean, he's pretty strong, but when I fought him in the Gorefields and he didn't leverage that to beat me when he could have, and actually Clear took his ass out, so.
Well, he's gonna go find your body, I guess.
All right. Let's go to the Coliseum.
Yeah.
The party mounts back up and takes off. I will say that the journey is pretty uneventful. The salt flats are lonely all the time, but when people are fighting for specific civilizations out here, like specific livable space, there's nobody free to like patrol. An important element of your whole plan is that the castle is lightly defended with people on the front lines. So when you passed through here before, I think we rolled stealth to sneak by some guards, if you recall. But like, there's just nobody out here now.
Oh, okay, cool. So I didn't have to use my pass without trace yet.
Nope. Do you want to make any rolls or have any conversations as you approach? This is like the last travel scene, I think, of the campaign.
So I think we need to make sure we're all on the same page here. Are we gonna start by trying to befriend the elemental?
The question going in is we've got to try and get a sense of, does this elemental know that they are damaging people around them and or that they could do that even stronger? Are they aware of that? And would that make them happy or sad? That feels like important information to gauge.
I think I was thinking too is like, I can't imagine he's treated very well.
I imagine he's probably trapped in a room.
Lonely.
What made of the what was it called? Laid. Like he's probably in the don't leave this room or everyone will die room. So like,
Well, not everyone will die unless he's upset.
I was gonna suggest we free them, but is it safe to free them and not just have everyone die as a result?
Oh, I mean, if it leaves and without exploding, because it's only like it's not dangerous until it gets that.
Okay, that's yeah.
Maybe also a smart plan would be to try to hush hush on the down low, evacuate all the slaves before.
Yeah. I think if we let them know that there is some kind of invisible laser creature in the basement, that might be enough to evacuate.
No pressure.
If we say, hey, there's a thing in the basement that might get unleashed that releases invisible death beams.
You gotta just be like, hey, you get before you get lasered.
Death beamed.
Yeah, death beamed. Nobody wants to be death beamed.
Yeah, death beam is a terrifying phrase. I'm pretty sure they'll run if we just say, hey, death beam's coming.
It could be a cool, like, band, though. That sounds like a cool
Okay,
band.
we have to make it clear to them it's not just a cool band. Hey, did you hear? Death beam's coming.
I think while Lola and Vindrass have this conversation, Zur lands on Vireen's shark horse just to rest because he's been flying, during the travel scenes, and he's just resting his wings a little bit. And he says, "Hey, bro, we haven't really talked much. Can I just say something? Might be a little weird. Can I just say it?"
Sure.
I think you're cool, dude. I just want to say, Vindrass's ex. Not the greatest guy. I feel like you're a step up for her. I saw you give her a staff present. That was pretty sick. Still looking for one for Lola. Also, her ex, this last guy, he was always saying how he never killed anyone, and it kind of seemed like he was trying to flex on us, that he was like better than us. But like, I saw you kill the deacon, dude. That was sick.
Cool. Yeah.
I'm just saying, you have a manly aura. You have masculine features. You're powerful.
Cool. Yeah. Listen, I mean, I'm really flattered. I am. But I'm kind of a one woman dude. In a sort of a committed thing right now.
I'm just trying to support my friend Vindrass. I just thought I'm giving you my approval. Listen, I'm kind of the dad of the group, so people come to me and they're like, can I date your daughter?
Aha.
He thinks you don't know the group dynamic well enough that you'd believe that. It's not true at all.
No, it's not. Aha. And so Vindrass is okay with you dictating some sort of like control over her personal life? That's
I hope you tell Vindrass about this so she can menacingly loom.
oh yeah, no. Yeah. You're not gonna believe what Zer just tried to pull.
Zer doesn't know how to act.
Oh, hey, Zer, hey, hi.
And he's just like, I got your back, Vindrass. Wink.
I've been hearing some stories.
You're welcome.
I'm welcome for you giving permission for me to be with people.
It's more of approval. Anyway, I'm
Did
just
I
listening.
just hear somebody say Zer's father?
No, what? Bye. I have to go fly.
That's so fast. How'd you do that?
What a shitty person. I wish I didn't relate to Zer sometimes at all.
So Lola, does Zer expect you to call him daddy too?
I don't call nobody daddy. I'm daddy.
Oh fuck! I don't like any of these mental images that are happening with Lola and Zer. Oh god. All right, so just I guess the last conversation before we get to the Coliseum, Staples is gonna rest on Bramwell's horse and just say, "Hey, you got any crispy skin I could have? I haven't snacked today. I just want to see if you got any cracklins."
Sorry.
Bramwell's going to be riding, and he's going to turn, and he's going to see Staples. He'll be like, I thought you died.
Yeah, I thought that a couple times too. You ever just wake up after a bender and be like, "Oh, sweet, it's hell.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Finally."
It happens.
It does happen, but now I'm still here.
Oh, neat.
So is that a no on the cracklins?
Oh, no, I don't have any crackling skins. I had a heart. I you know what? You can have it, I guess. No one else wanted it. I gave the heart away. Never mind. You can't have it.
Also, I gave it to you in the first place.
That doesn't sound right. Wait, which one are you?
Oh, Bramwell, you're my favorite grandpa.
I'm not your grandpa, am I?
Well, no, I don't. I mean, I never met my real grandpa. I did have there was a guy in the mafia who kind of took me under his wing. I mean, I did end up eating his wing. It's a completely unrelated thing. Sorry.
No, carry on. Could use the storytelling company. Also, I wasn't there when this happened, so all of this is new to me.
Yeah, no, there's just this guy. He was, dipping his snoot in the till, stepping on drugs, taking the extra, and we had to, do a little bit of the old murder. That's not really a euphemism. I was going to say something else, and then I just said murder. You're not a cop, are you?
I suppose at one point I was by some fashion, but now I believe I'm rebel rouser. I'm not really quite sure anymore.
If you're a cop, you have to tell us.
The point is I don't care.
Okay, cool. So I can just tell you my murder secrets. Yeah, I guess it
Sure, go ahead. I'm going to forget about them by the next time you fly around anyway.
Sick. This is great. You're like an infinite confessional. I have some weird sex stuff to confess.
Go ahead. It's all going to leak out the other side at some point.
Aren't all confessionals infinite?
It's like a living diary.
Do they usually put limits in place?
With a lock.
I think, in theory, people you confess to are not supposed to share that information. In practice, that is absolutely not true. So it's the appeal of someone forgetting your stuff and not being able to spread it, which makes it an infinite resource.
Yeah.
Not that like there's a 5-minute limit on the confessional.
You get like 2 visits a month, yeah.
I do like the idea of getting like a Disney fast pass for the confessional.
Really?
Or trying to speed run it, be like, forgive me, Father Price, and I fucking weird guy, it's sucking fucked. I'll see you later.
Sounded like scatting. But it sucked and fucked in the middle. Second book.
So with that,
Jesus.
you see the Colosseum on the horizon as the party reaches the staging ground for their infiltration. Let us roll survival.
Before that,
Yeah.
I like to cast Pass Without Trace on all of us.
Crit 25.
I also crit.
Lauren also crit.
My word. All right, so we have 2 crits here. I have to give you everything, which is, as you approach the Colosseum, you see that there are, trails in the salt from where skiffs approach, from where people come to see the games. This is where the upper class come to see the gladiatorial executions. So that's not strange, but there is a fresh one, and you see a very specific skiff with double crits. I'm just going to say everything as explicitly as possible. You have seen this skiff before. It is the Abbot's skiff. The Abbot is the air genie, the djinn who thinks you're on his side, and you can. Here's what I'm going to say. Lola was like, "Oh, let's pass without a trace and sneak in." You can just literally walk up in this place and be like, "Yo, Abbot, what it is? We're here. We're friends," and you can just trick this guy. There's no need for this to get
Hell yeah.
complicated or bloody or even really difficult. You've absolutely bypassed a lot of stuff that could have happened here by making the Abbot your friend. Under false pretenses, against all probability. That should not have happened. We could do this campaign 50 times and that would never happen again. And now with all these crits on the board, I'm going to be even more deferential. So you can hitch your shark horses up outside and walk in and just ask to speak to the manager. And you have this.
I'm sorry, this is unacceptable. I need to talk to a manager right now.
Yeah. So we can actually even skip ahead where it's just you see the party get off their horses, tie them up.
Yep.
Vireen points out the Abbot's skiff and is just like, "Oh wow, we got this." Bramwell has to do the talking because as the knight, you're the one he thinks is in charge. But you just walk in, you ask a security person. I assume a Genasi and his retinue, where the boss is, and you're just taken right to the Abbot. He waves you in. He just says, "Hey, gentleman Bramwell, was it?"
Ah, good to see you there, lad.
Yeah. It's tough all over now. A lot of stuff going on, but I made it out all right. Got out of Cynthia,
Good to see that you're safe. And I'm going to give him a reassuring slap on the side of the arm.
Yeah. You guys do the masculine greeting. No hugging between these folks.
I don't know him that well.
Yeah. No, that's exactly the thing. I think if you tried to hug him, he'd be like, "That's a little weird." We have toxic masculinity in this racist military. But yeah, you give him a arm slap, and he returns it and says, "The God King has me here. Got to protect this place from the terrorists and all, but we're still putting on some games. I don't know if the big man's gonna show up. Maybe if we have an exciting enough match and contestants, he'll show up. But it's just kind of the same old till we crush the rebellion for now. What are you in for?"
It's just coming back to receive new orders. Seems like there's chaos all over the place, so it's good to have a good chain of order here.
Yeah, you can't be too careful, with deployments. The friar got taken by surprise. We got missing princesses out there, so you don't want to make any move without checking first. I don't know if you're gonna be able to meet the head honcho for a while. He'll probably be in when there's some exciting sport to be had out here. So,
Well, is there a good place to grab a drink on the inside in the meanwhile?
yeah. He rolls. Yeah, so he's a whirlwind from the waist down. So he just kind of floats over to his personal bar here. You notice he's not normally the manager. It's like a military occupation now. Whatever civilian was in charge of this place before has been shuffled somewhere else. So he helps himself to this person's personal bar and pours you and only you a drink. With Lola, Vireen, and Vindrass standing there very obviously. He does not offer you anything.
I would like to have a taste.
So, Bramwell, you are on the lookout for a very specific alcohol. This is not it, unfortunately.
There's a slight little bit of disappointment in him.
Yeah. It's still nice, but it's not the legendary stuff that you're looking for.
So Bramwell will go. He's gonna down that drink like a fucking champ, just one big old gulp like a fish, and then he's going to turn to Abbott. No, we killed him.
That's Abbott.
Which one is it? Abbott. All right, he's gonna turn to Abbott and say, "You know, if you're looking for some good entertainment tonight, I think I know of quite a spectacle you could have on here. Something that you've never seen before."
Oh, yeah? I mean, the boss only comes down for the really high-level play, the tournament quality stuff. He's not going to show up for some scrubs.
No, of course not. I wouldn't even suggest something of that nature. This is the top level of performance in this field. This will be MurderMania.
Oh, no, Chris. I shouldn't have given you agency over.
We've already done the wrestle arc.
Yeah, I know, but I was like, I have to pitch a fight, and my mind was like, well, I can't pitch one without just channeling Vince McMahon. So, here we are.
But this fight will be for real, unlike the wrestling arc in season 4, which was a performance. You all are going to have to hurt each other in front of a crowd. This is kind of the exact opposite of episode 1, where you were in the arena fighting.
You say that, but can we pretend to do it so that we don't actually do harm? Because, as was established prior, hurting Bramwell isn't a good plan.
Well, he won't be there.
I can't imagine Bramwell will volunteer himself to go get beat up.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought all of us would do. This was an all of us thing. Okay, that's fine then.
I mean, yeah, it would be pretty funny if Bramwell went down there and got owned, but just fictionally, it doesn't make sense for him to.
Hence my confusion.
Yeah. But so yeah, this is exact opposite of the first episode where you were all asked to fight, and Lola made a big mist shield and hid inside of it, and the crowd was so mad they threw junk at you.
I mean, if anyone's gonna fight, I feel like my 21 AC makes me a good candidate for go do a fight.
Let me just look up if I can cast bark skin on myself real quick.
But yeah, because the Abbot trusts Bramwell after those rolls in Absenthia, I'm not even going to make you roll to convince him. He's willing to let you put what he thinks is essentially your slaves into the pit to do a match for the crowd. And if you do a cool enough job, the God King will come to the Coliseum to see these renowned fighters, and then you'll just sneak on board and stab him in the face.
Yeah,
exactly.
Easy peasy.
It's me, lowly old insect who definitely isn't very good at not getting hurt. I've been sent to fight. What a shame.
So it says you touch a willing creature. If I'm a creature,
you could touch yourself. Yes.
Yes.
That's Chris, thank you.
That is one of the rules of D&D, is you're allowed to touch yourself.
Stop it.
It says it's actually rule 1.
So there's no really need for any preamble. There's like a crowd watching a lowly exhibition match.
There should be pyros though, right? This is MurderMania, so.
What about air horns?
Yep. Fireworks, pyro, yeah, it's great.
Everyone feel free to paint me a picture of this, but the point is that you all need to actually fight this time, or else you'll have to keep doing it over and over again until you convince the audience that you're good at this, because last time they did not like what you did.
I'm just gonna shoot arrows into the sky, like if I was shooting a gun. Because I feel like that's intimidating, maybe.
Like pew pew.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what's fun is we could have, since Bramwell isn't going to be fighting, he's going to be up in the box with the Abbot. You could even do the ring announcing Bramwell for introducing Lola Beans, or however you want to gloss that. That could be fun.
No, I need something cooler.
Yeah.
The gamekeeper.
Oh, from parts unknown, because we actually don't really know where she's from. The gamekeeper.
I'm not here to make friends.
That's actually what most wrestlers say in their entrance. They go to the camera and they say, "I'm not here to make friends," and then they point. But you can see in their eyes they want to make friends.
They're all lonely, right? We all are.
I think Vindrass enters obviously via quarterstaff broomstick. Makes quite a sort of flashy display of flying in, doing some loops. Very sort of look at me, I'm very flashy. Pay attention to me. I am definitely not just going to avoid getting touched at any point.
Yeah, I mean, the audience jeers at you as a Thrycreen, one of the marginalized people in this totalitarian regime, that you are instantly a heel.
Yeah, but I'm a heel who's playing it up like, yeah, everyone loves me. I'm a heel who doesn't know they're a heel.
Do you have a cool name?
Vindrass the Definitely Terrible.
Also hailing from parts unknown, the Vindrass, the very terrible.
Oh, I'm so bad and very hateable.
Boo! Boo! That's right, Ollie.
When does this turn into Glow?
Every one of you is right to have such terrible opinions about me, for sure.
I would give anything to see her brought down a peg. Isn't that right, audience?
Oh no, I'm just realizing I'm the easiest to avoid taking damage, but I really need to be the one that takes the fall, probably.
Well, but that's why you.
Although, yeah, if I win, that does create some chaos and some attention, I suppose.
Yeah, people in the audience have signs that say, like, bug, go home.
What?
Where did they
How did
get those?
What? How did they know?
Them on?
Oh, they just keep them with them all the time. They're ready to tell bugs to go home.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, or since they're Genasi, it means they usually have innate magic, so they can do a little minor illusion on a blank sign they always bring.
I prefer the idea that they just had the sign.
I don't know if I prefer the thought that they brought the signs from home just hoping, or if, like, the stadium just happens to have these under every chair just, it's gonna
They
happen.
keep them in their pockets, like all the Genasi. They're like, just in case.
I like the idea that the Genasi have this ability to put it on a blank card, but they still come with a printed one.
Just so you know, they really are racist.
Well,
So Vireen is gonna come out coolly, calmly, waving to the crowd with upper arms, keeping the lower arms tucked in until he's halfway in, and then raise those up, start waving with those as well.
Yeah, a hush goes over the crowd. They've never seen anything like you, and they don't even know how to be racist to you. There are no slurs yet.
It's great!
I'm sure they'll invent some today.
I'm in that sweet spot of actually causing legitimate fear before it's determined that there's really no harm from me, and the fear all becomes illogical, illegitimate fear.
What's Vireen's name?
Good.
That's they're going by.
The Uniquity.
Okay, hold on. I have to write that down. The Uniquity?
Like
Yeah.
uniqueness.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait a minute! What's happening here? This is supposed to be a one-on-one match! We have a mystery third combatant into this! And from parts unknown, the Uniquity!
I'm sorry for everyone's ears.
Wow, yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Do you all want to roll initiative?
Yeah.
Sure.
So yeah, while the three of you enter the Coliseum in front of this crowd, who's much more hyped now than they were watching the Scrubs before,
14.
16.
the abbot and Bramwell are up in their box, and he's like, bringing some, actually he probably has servants like bring you food and so forth. And
Cigars
it's just
and brandy.
like, huh?
Cigars and brandy.
Yeah, exactly. He's just like showing off how like powerful and cool he is now that he's been left in charge of this, and he's like trying to impress you, Bramwell.
Oh, that's very nice. Although I apparently have to do running commentary.
I was about to say I'm really crossing my fingers for a crit here because the Roll20 took like a minute to roll the dice for me for initiative. Complete opposite end of the scale. I got a botch. Got a 1.
Vireen is going to attack Lola.
Can we roll to make it look like we've done damage while minimizing the actual damage, or do we have to do the damage?
20, 21, and 23.
Oh, those all hit.
It's only 29 damage.
Cool.
No, sorry. 27. My bad.
Okay, so actually, I'm gonna do something a little fancy. I'm gonna do my 2 shots at Vireen, and then I would like to, if I'm allowed, I would like to use Bradley to try and grapple hook Vindrass out of the sky.
Ooh,
Ooh.
So, who doesn't love a little grapple hook, right?
that's a good time.
Yeah. Okay. So, and you're a human. Are you a humanoid if you have so many arms? I think technically yes.
I mean, I have
Technically,
legs
yes.
at the bottom, arms in the middle, head at the top. I feel like that's humanoid.
No, I meant for Vireen, but yes, also you're a humanoid.
Yes, yeah.
All right. So I get +2. 21 and 23,
Both of those hit.
and that's 18 damage.
Okay.
Would I roll like dexterity, or would it be like
Just roll an attack.
Let's roll an attack. Yeah, I'll just roll like it's an attack. Okay. Let's see if I can pull that there bug out of the sky. Probably not, but I don't know. 29.
Yeah, 29's probably gonna get me.
I got your broom.
Wait, you're taking my broom, are you?
That's how you're coming. That's how I'm getting you out of the sky. Cause it's like, ooh, spicy drama.
Okay. Someone's not playing around.
Of course, all she's done now is bring you immediately within range.
That's fine. It's supposed to be exciting.
So here's the plan, and I'm gonna communicate this over to Lola. If I summon some spirit guardians, and I can make spirit guardians deliberately not injure someone.
Oh.
What if you pretend to be hit by it while I do a little cure wounds on you, and you play up the injury, and the spirit guardians were real, but you are healed rather than injured?
Okay, so I was saying you'd have to roll, but brain thinking kobold, one of the kobold features, is groveling. So, yeah, I'm cool with that. I'll grovel. I love to grovel.
Okay. So Vindrass is gonna... I can't do that in the same action anyway. Well, that's fine. I'm gonna summon up those spirit guardians, and I'm gonna make them as thrycreen as possible. I'm gonna really play up to, aha, I'm not alone, the thrycreen villainess here. I have brought my gang of thrycreen with me. Which of us is the real one? Who even knows? There's so many of us, it's terrifying.
Oh god. Oh no, there's so many. How will a little lizard ever survive? Ah!
Return my possession. It's mine. I deserve it. For I am powerful. And presumably at this point the crowd is very angry at this occurrence.
Boo.
Bramwell's gonna be like, Uniquity immediately busts out of there, wielding some strange weapon with an unbridled fury. The Game Master's on the ropes, but that low-down, cowardly Vindrass the Terrible is hiding in the air. The Game Master brought her to her heels. Oh, but this sorcery is now afoot. Will the Game Master be able to recover from such devious tactics? Ah, boo, Vindrass the Terrible. They're a goddamn coward.
Holy shit.
All right, so Vireen is going to pull the heckbow arrows out of him and toss them aside and march on Lola slow and with some vicious mockery.
Roll 20. Are you gonna be my friend today? No, I rolled an 8.
Okay, well, it's
It's not my
1d4 psychic damage, and you get... So it's 4 psychic damage,
Okay.
and you get disadvantage on your next attack roll.
Okay.
So maybe you won't hurt one of us so bad. This is all working out great!
All right. So
Vireen is laying down some threatening heal, and now your time has come and the moment of your demise is upon you, sort of shit, playing it up in concert with Vindrass.
All right.
Also, I bet your animals are hungry.
That felt
I feed them very well. I'm a good mother. What are you talking about?
that felt so personal.
So I would like to, since you've insulted my parenting, I'm gonna shoot you again.
They're both gonna hit.
11 damage.
Okay.
No one's attacking the Thrycreen. The clear villain here is just stood here like, oh, you two fight amongst yourselves. Sure, okay, fine.
Yeah, so it plays into it.
Well, I was trying to present the appearance that we were ganging up on you, Lauren, and so
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on Team Thrycreen. Aha.
Team forehands. See, it's pretty clear.
Team forehead.
Okay, I'd like to imagine that up in the stands now, some of the signs that were like "Go away, bug person" have been brought down and like scribbled over, and now they're "Go away, forearms."
Is there a chant?
4 arms is too many.
Why don't we have more?
2 arms good, 4 arms bad.
6 arms, we haven't decided yet.
But yeah, so I'm just gonna be pathetic on the ground as I was. The personal insults. I can't believe I'm being jumped.
Okay. I'm gonna try and create a moment of big drama for the crowd here. So Vindrass is gonna stand side by side with Vireen, like, yes, aha, the two of us, we shall gang up on this one defenseless person together. Psych! Last minute, unexpected, turn and hit you with that spirit guardian.
But it's a classic betrayal.
Exactly! It's the dramatic, like, oh no, it's a team up, oh no! Can't trust Vindrass with anyone. She's attacking everyone. False alliances. So I'm gonna need you to do a roll of some kind. Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
You can take a hit, right?
Let's see here. 18.
You take half damage, which is probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Right.
It's gonna be a real good thing.
Okay, so you take 9 damage. Are
Vireen
you
goes
still
down.
alive? Oh.
No.
Oh, I thought you had slightly more than that. Didn't you
I
say
had 3 hit points.
Didn't you say you took hit dice before this fight?
Oh, I did. It's been a long fucking arc.
It's been a long arc. I'm out too.
Well, my apologies for misjudging your health there. I thought you could survive a dramatic heel turn attack.
No. But, you're definitely getting bad guy points.
Uniquity is using some sort of strange magic getting inside the head of the Game Master. Oh, but the Game Master's trying to fight back just barely. Oh, but it's a 2-on-1! What is this? Is this some sort of unholy alliance born of these two individuals? Oh, no! Oh, Vindrass betrays! You can never trust her! That's why she is so terrible! Oh, my God almighty, everything is falling apart!
The abbot turns to you, Bramwell, and goes, "Damn, you have a knack for this. The crowd is eating it up."
Oh, it just came to me. Do you have a lozenge?
Yeah, he does have a lozenge.
Some hot tea with
thank-
lemon and honey.
Thank you.
Yeah, at his beck and call, just a fleet of people to bring you stuff.
So I guess I'll shoot Vindrass. Mm-hmm. That's like my only move I got. I'm just gonna do 2.
28 will hit.
For 6 damage.
Okay.
I was still like on the ground crying.
Okay. I think this is going to be Vindrass's turn. Vindrass is going to walk over to Vireen's body and use Cure Wounds to bring them back up.
Do you guys do the predator like?
Loudly declaring, "Go stand with the other one. Maybe together you can provide a good fight."
All right, well then, Yeah. For oh, how many hit points do I have?
Yeah, you get max. Yes, it's because you get max is why I didn't roll it, but then I forgot to check what max was. So that's 8 plus 7. You got 15.
Okay. Cool. Good enough.
Yeah. You
All right,
are
well-
suitably back on your feet.
Well, I hadn't used rage. And I might as well use frenzy.
Yeah, you gotta give him a show.
Well, one's a botch, but one's a crit.
Yeah, you've got a 23 that hits, you've got a 27 that's a crit, you do also have a botch in there somewhere.
I was saying one of his extra arms just clocked me in the jaw.
Yeah.
I get her on the backswing.
Oh no, not like a bitch.
Yeah. How's about we resolve it like this? We make the 23 the regular hit, go back on Lola. This is a counter move, a move that's sort of turned around back on. We sort of grab the arm and twist it round. But the crit does hit me.
Alright.
Maybe
Works
work
for
it
me.
that way?
I like it that way.
So I take a big hit, and the small hit will probably be enough to take Lola down, and we might get a surprise win from Vireen, depending on how the numbers play out.
No, I don't think I'm going to do that much damage. That seems unlikely, but... Alright, well... Lola... It's going to take 10.
I'm down.
Okay.
Because I had 9.
And... Vindrass is also going to take 10.
Vindrass is not gonna respond at all to the hit. It's not even knocked back at all, just tanks it, and it's like, yeah. Your friend's down.
Can my animals fake cry over my body?
Yes.
Of course.
Like they make little sad
Oh.
noises. They know it. They know what the deal is. Because
I should have declared reckless attack. That's the thing I was thinking I meant to do. Oh, well.
Do you want to do it now?
No, because it's just a lot more rolling.
Like my animals.
This
be like,
result's better.
"Oh." Sad woos.
A game master! She has nothing left, but she is still valiantly trying to. A good shot to the face, but that is not going to be enough to put down Vindrass. Oh, what is Vindrass doing? Oh, she's bringing back Uniquity just to disgrace them further. This is disrespectful. This has no place in the sacred halls of MurderMania. Oh, Uniquity's going to try a flurry of blows, but down goes the game master. Is anyone going to be able to stop the reign of Vindrass the Terrible?
No, they aren't.
Yeah, I think we just got to end this. I think we take the villain win, and hope that causes the requisite amount of chaos. Vindrass.
I was like, are you guys gonna like drag my body out of the?
I think Vindrass is going to sort of fly up into the air with her gaggle of other flying Thrycreen and just skim real low across the ground, smack right into Vireen.
Not gonna pass.
Not gonna pass. This is probably going to do enough damage to do the thing.
Yep.
13.
Yay.
Okay,
No.
that's a no.
No. You gave me 15.
Oh, you're still on your feet.
Still on my feet.
Oh, come on, pull back a dramatic upset.
All right. Well, okay. So now I'm gonna do reckless attack. This is a lot of rolls now. I regret it already. No, that's not right. God damn it. Sorry, fucking roll 20. I keep screwing up. Sorry. Okay, 26.
26 will hit.
26 hits.
That's
All
also,
right.
That's also a crit.
Oh, it is a crit. Yeah, that's a crit.
Yeah.
Okay, so one
you've
crit.
You've got a crit and a botch.
No, that's that second die. I have advantage on all my attacks, so the botch is canceled and just the crit remains. Yeah, so this is now roll 2. 22.
That'll hit.
Okay. Attack 3.
Oh my god.
11 or 18.
18's not gonna hit.
22.
That's gonna hit.
Also hits.
So
All right,
that's
so
three attacks that are gonna
and
hit.
one of them's a crit.
A crit, yeah, so that's, yeah.
We'll start with the crit. So it's 26. And
Okay.
then 2 more. No, 25. So that's 51 damage.
You have taken me down.
Oh shit!
Holy shit!
Yeah, I think this is the finish the audience
Very
probably
dramatic.
wants.
Whew.
We did it!
Our hero, shaky on their feet, defeats the evil Vireen. It defeats the evil Vindrass.
With literally 2 HP left and a crit that was only possible because the murder sign crits on 19.
Yup.
And see, this is why this works so well. Is now the cockiness of Vindrass has been her anime undoing for the audience to see.
Vindrass the Terrible just toying with the Uniquity right now. This is over. They're down. It's done. Wait, no! They kicked out. It was over. The Uniquity is still standing, and a flurry of slashes. Down goes Vindrass, the victor of MurderMania. The boyhood dream comes true. Uniquity.
The audience is absolutely losing their minds. They don't know what Vireen is, so they're not like 100% like thrilled about your appearance, but they know they hate Thrycreen, so they're letting it roll for now. They think maybe they think you're like a Genasi in some kind of suit or something, like Mantor.
Maybe you're like the good alternate twin of the Thrycreen. We've got the Thrycreen and we've got their good counterparts.
Oh my god.
But they're absolutely thrilled at this turn of events. I really thought this was going to be like Vindrass wreaks so much havoc. There's like a backlash against this heel wrestler, and the God King has to come see you get owned. But now I think just
I prefer how this played out.
and there's just Vireen left in the middle of the ring with everybody clapping. There was a vision of your internal mind palace earlier when Weaver was trying to teach you psionics, of all these people like grasping all over you, and like I think you discussed like a pyramid of like writhing bodies, and that's like this is kind of a wholesome reflection of that. It's just all these people surrounding you in this building, but it's all like it's a good non-horny vibe.
And all I had to do was knock my girlfriend unconscious.
I mean, she knocked you unconscious first.
I'm just not sure we're taking the right lesson from this.
Yeah, the abbot claps Bramwell on the shoulder and says, "Wow, that really was good. What is that guy?"
Oh, that's the mystery. Can't reveal it now. Gotta keep kayfabe.
Oh, I respect it. I understand the biz. We're doing a shoot right now, right?
Yes. Or maybe this shoot work. Who knows who's part of the act? I need a drink and another lozenge. I need give me 40.
Yeah, so after the crowd dies down, people come out and workers take Lola and Vindrass's body back to the locker room where this all started. Vireen can walk under his own power, but eventually you are led back to the room where it happened. You see,
Shut up.
you see that where the wall was blown apart by Clear, it has now been patched up, but a kind of a half-assed way, where it's just they put some cheapo materials in there and just kind of painted it over, and it's not the sturdiest looking wall, and it's just this huge obvious mark of where your journey started looming over you as you towel off and clean the blood out of your
Did we get
fur.
long rest?
Yep. So
Yes! Sorry.
yeah, so don't worry about leveling up right now because we still got a little bit more episode to go. But yes, you're all going to be fully
I'm not
healed, which is
dead.
why you
That's-
could totally go all out during that fight.
Oh, thank God.
That's why I was just told did he get us? Did he get us like that? No, you wouldn't.
That was fun.
That was fun. We should beat up our friends more often. It was fun.
This is, again, not the right lesson.
Yeah, so what do you all talk about? You're sitting in this room, you're all beat to shit and tired, but happy. It worked. Your plan worked perfectly. The castle is going to pull up you're gonna sneak on and you're gonna end this rebellion.
Oh,
I'm so tired, y'all.
I'm sorry. I hope I didn't go too hard on that.
No, it's fine. I mean, Vireen's probably still got arrows in his abs. So.
It hurts. It all hurts, but it's gonna be fine.
Then worth it, right? Like, this was the pro move. We did what we should have.
It is rare someone kicks my ass that good, Vireen. You're gonna have no problem when we're fighting the God King. Their crystal puppet was a piece of piss compared to you.
I hurt a lot.
That's why I like to attack from a distance away. Usually.
Do you all want any lozenges?
What kind of lozenges?
I have like 6 still.
Do you have a lozenge, but like for all of my bodily aches?
Oh, you want gin? Yeah, we got some of that too.
Okay, I'll take some gin.
Yeah, I'm going to pass a couple drinks around.
Let's get drunk. Let's get blotto!
So do you all have a locker room party in here?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yes.
I think Amy and Zur and Staples eventually show up too, and they're getting rowdy with you. I think Zur says like, "Somebody sing something.
Stop that.
Sing.
No.
Oh, when the Wellerman comes to
God
bring
damn
us
it.
sugar and tea and rum. Oh, something.
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 Yo, ho,
Something.
Let's harmonize. Good effort.
Yeah, I think we nailed it. We'll be, reshared on TikTok any day now.
What's a TikTok?
It's the sound a clock makes.
Oh, what's a clock? Do we know what clocks are? We probably know what clocks are, right?
You've heard ancient stories. They're mythical to you.
Woo. Have y'all, I know I'm getting a little rowdy, but I swear it's true. Y'all ever heard that, like, people used to have these, like, plates, and it, like, told you how long it'd been since a different time?
Yeah, but I mean, why would you need that? You just look up at the sky, the sun, perfectly good.
Just lay down, chill out. Time has no meaning.
Yeah, it sounds like if you had those plates, you'd soon start inventing like schedules, and that sounds like a bad road.
What's a schedule?
Bramwell's going to hide the gin from Ola at this point. He thinks he needs to cut her off.
I'm not a child. I'm just very short. I think that's very rude.
Do you think oftentimes when I was back in my mercenary days, we'd share drinks right before a big event. Oftentimes it ended up being the end of that particular group, usually because most of us died. Do you think, is this going to be the last run of the Wolfpack?
I think it's not cool for you to take the gin away and then follow it up with that.
No, you still have a little in your cup. I'm just going to pour water into the cup.
I'm a grown woman. I'm not a child. I'm just short.
I think that so long as Bramwell, you don't throw yourself in front of any unnecessary bullets or anything, let us be the meat shields, I think we could all come out of this fine.
We got a lot of good people on our side to help. I'd like to think this isn't the last run. I mean, like, even after we do the damn thing, like, it'd still probably be fun to travel together and stuff. I don't know. Maybe we all like live in a big house. I don't know.
Maybe we all live in a big house. Maybe we get a reality show.
No, it's a wholesome one. Reality show houses are not wholesome.
It's a nice reality show house. It's behind the fights. It's the sort of what do they get up to when they're not doing big combat in an arena?
Just like making cookies and
Yeah.
doing puzzles or something.
Well, however it may go, I believe this has been a good way to spend my golden years. I assume they called them golden because you get money at some point.
I'd like for it to start being my golden years then.
Zur says, we can all get money if we go looking for Dwayne's treasure.
He would not like you talking about it like that.
Sir, you are my friend, so I will ignore it this one time, but if you ever insinuate harm against Dwayne or Dwayne's property ever again, I will see you buried in the desert.
Considering I found you lot by accident somewhat, it's been real lovely traveling with you all. I certainly don't feel like I've wasted my time.
I mean, I don't even know what else I'd be doing. I've met more animals and I now have y'all friends who aren't just animals. Just animals is not the way to say it because I feel like animals are best. But for all the creatures that aren't animals, y'all are my favorite.
That's very kind, considering who you are.
Exactly, that's why I phrase it that way.
Means quite a lot, honestly. I'm rather touched.
Well, it would be really touching to me is if you stop filling my cup with fucking water.
No, you've had, that's the good gin I'm putting in there. That's why it's so clear through.
It just tastes like water.
That's what the best gin tastes like.
Staples says, you know what I could really go for? Back in Harp City, there was this designer drug that the insect folk were pumping through the streets. That shit was wild. You ever had any of that?
No, has anybody here had any drugs from Harp City?
Vireen reaches back into his pouch and pulls out a sack and tosses it to
shit.
Staples.
What's this?
Do y'all want to roll Constitution to do bug drugs?
Yeah.
As the bug in the party, yes. Do we know that we will have time to come down from this and not be still fucked when God King shows up?
Yeah. It's gonna take time for the story to get back to the God King and then for him to drive over. So you're fine. This is
7! I need to lay down.
16. I can handle my bug drugs.
Does this count as poison?
Yes.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Am I immune to poison?
14.
No, I think that was Cordelia.
16.
All right, I was looking for 15, so it looks like the dwarf and the Thrycreen save, which makes sense. Dwarves are notably hardy, and this is designed for Thrycreen to take. But Lola and Vireen are knocked on their asses. So in my mind, this is kind of like a deliberately a form of the stuff they use to kill bugs. You know, like when they fumigate a house.
Yeah.
Oh, so it probably doesn't hit like an edible then.
Or it's up to you. What do you think? This what is this like, Lola? Can you narrate for me a trip?
Okay, listen. As somebody who has had edibles, and been too high from them, you're good. You're having a great time for a couple hours, and then you can you're very aware. For me, I'm very aware of my lungs and their existence.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oftentimes you might find yourself pinned to the floor and unable to move your body off of that floor.
Lauren loves the story she tells about me where I couldn't move for so long.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, the one where you ordered that food and then you cried.
Yes, that one. Thanks.
Because I gave you too much food.
I ate too much food and I cried and I couldn't get up.
If Vireen is struggling to move at all, Vindrass will be using some of the trip to be like, it's okay, I'll look after you. It's okay, I'll make sure you have a good time. I'll move you for you.
Lola's face down in the ground.
I actually did have to do that for a girlfriend in college.
Oh.
Yeah. That was a weird day. Anyway, sorry.
I think Zur and Staples start hanging from the ceiling. Zur is like a bat, so that makes sense. But Staples just sees him and just joins him, for drug logic reasons. But eventually they just lose their grip and land on a pile of people in the center of the room and just kind of lay there splayed out.
My butt.
Amateurs.
My butt.
Get off my butt.
I think Vindrass is using this time to draw some real abstract art.
Just paint the inside of the locker room.
Amy can't get high, so she's just floating over your shoulder, Vindrass, and looking and watching you do art. And she says, "Wow, You're really good at this, huh?
I honestly have no idea right now. Is this one blue? I think that's blue.
It smells like blue.
Amy, if you really think about it, you're high because you're flying in the high up. If you think about it, Amy.
I don't know if this is the best time to bring this up because your brains are all melting, but I don't know if I'm gonna be queen after this.
Oh.
Is it because of the talk we had?
You weren't gonna be queen?
Well, it seems like even if I get my body back, I've lost the support of the moles, and my guy Corton. That's it, Carl or Corton?
Carlton.
That guy seems like a dick.
He had a cool dance though.
I mean, he was really hot. You got to give him that. But without him, I don't have the support of that block of people. A lot of Genasi are gonna see me as a traitor. I don't know who will support me now.
Let's open a farm. like a big farm.
Yeah, you like to
Can we
farm.
On the side of the barn.
And then there'll be animals in there.
I do like
You
animals.
grow vegetables.
The animals. I could feel the animals on the outside that are on the inside.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
You guys would help me open a farm?
I would. I like farms.
I would do anything in my power to help you.
She seems genuinely touched by this, having only really ever gained affection, through her station and authority, or through impressing her father in some meaningless military way.
Bumble sloths everywhere.
You don't have to be angry to be nice. In fact, they're sort of opposite words.
She says, everybody's let me down. I mean, my mom left. I mean,
Stole your body, you said.
she stole my body.
That's bad parenting.
That is bad parenting. That's naughty.
Clear abandoned me. My stupid dad.
You know who won't abandon you?
Who?
Is animals, and I'll put Sandra through her through her ghost.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I forgot you can't pet right now.
I like it. I like inside my body though. I like the way that sounded when I said it out loud.
I don't like the way that sounded either.
I like near the animal ectoplasmically. Thank you.
The vibes, they're good. Okay. I'm gonna sleep now.
She just quietly says to the chicken fox, she's like, "You've never abandoned me."
Oh God. Should we give her another
Just
complex?
pile a bunch of animals in a pile that she can float near to.
Yeah, listen, someday I've heard tale of like a little box you can go in and just like there's puppies everywhere. We should go find it.
The puppy box?
Yeah, it's like a pet store or something.
Okay.
I've heard tell that they go, oh, oh.
Zer says, Wolfpack! Oh.
Do you think Claire hears? Does she know?
Hey, Claire.
If you hear us.
This one's for you. Oh.
Oh.
This one's for you.
So as people begin to go to sleep, wind down, finish their paintings and so forth, I think everyone should roll perception.
Do you get advantage because we're sleeping?
I like the idea we'd get advantage for sleeping.
Thank you. That's how I was just being an asshole. I got an 18.
12.
I got a 9.
19.
Okay. So 19, Vindrass, you got the highest. So you didn't get
I didn't get knocked on my ass too much.
yeah. So you're vibing at a really good level. I think this is just the weirdness of the dice that the the thri-kreen drug. It hits you in such a beneficial way, but you handle it, and then you roll the highest. So you are on this like plane of feeling good, feeling creative and loose, but also vibrating spiritually at a frequency which is unique to you. You've never quite felt something like this. It's like your third eye is open and you're seeing and feeling things you've never felt before. In particular, you sense psionically something like a heartbeat, just in the distance, or not even the distance really, like somewhere nearby. It just feels like the world has a heartbeat.
Vindrass is going to sit there and quietly try and draw what she's feeling. She's going to try and draw like the heartbeat line.
Yeah, like an automatic writing kind of thing. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen something like this before where someone had a telepathic powers. Isn't this a Doctor Who premise where someone...
It might be, I don't know.
I feel like there's a Doctor Who episode where a little girl does art like this. But yeah, why don't you roll me just your proficiency with artistic supplies, so D20 plus proficiency.
Okay, come on. 21.
Perfect. So you're feeling this heartbeat. It's like the stadium itself, but not as an organism, like that. Not like the building is alive, but like the stadium as it represents some kind of world soul. It's like bump, 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 and it's calling to you. And you just start drawing. You're just painting like what you feel as you're high. And what comes out, like subconsciously from this art session, is a painting of the hallway below the stadium. But specifically of a door, which says, employees only.
Oh shit, is this our radioactive friend, maybe?
The guy we gotta befriend, yeah.
You've been in these tunnels before. In fact, I think in episode 2, I had you roll to navigate the tunnels beneath the stadium, and you failed, and so I had you run into the executioner. But if you had succeeded, you might have seen this door. But with your great rolls, Vindrass, you can go find this door in this stadium.
Yeah. If I'm not going to get in trouble for doing so, I want to go find this door.
Yeah, Vindrass, you get up. Everyone else is like gone to sleep. They're feeling good. They're vibing. Like the smell of gin and drugs in the air, and you just kind of wander through the dark, empty hallway until you turn a corner and you see a door marked "Employees Only." I'll say this is actually, there's another level to this if you're a football fan, because there's this rumor that Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones built a crypt underneath Cowboy Stadium. Chris, you're aware of this, right?
No, I've never heard this. What?
He's so fucking old and so evil and so rich that there's like this rumor that...
Oh, they think they're gonna bury him there?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like a fucking mausoleum. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that, but that would be so unnerving.
Yeah. It's absolutely not true, but it's just a thing I've heard people say.
Also, the Giants won the first game ever in that stadium, so,
Owned.
Yeah, Eli Manning carved his name into the locker room. It was great.
But yeah, that's kind of what I'm drawing on here, is that there's like a secret room underneath the stadium. And the door is locked, but you feel confident that there's nobody around. What do you do, Vindrass?
I want to try and telepathically reach out to whatever's behind this door, if there's something in range that I can reach.
Oh, Vindrass, the things you choose to do.
No, that sounds bad.
No, so you reach out psionically to the other side of the door and try to make touch the mind of whatever's whatever's in this room. It's like nothing you've ever sensed before. It's like you see like hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands of faces. You feel like their hands reaching out for you. You hear thousands of voices. All these minds reaching out and touching yours. It's like you're being like in a mosh pit, but not violent and angry. It's just so many souls, so many people. It's just an overwhelming but not hostile surge.
Oh my god.
Yeah?
I don't know. I'm not the one there. I don't want to steal anyone's thunder.
Oh no, go ahead if you think you've had an insight.
Is that all the people's potential?
Oh shit. They just shoved everyone's potential in just like a cupboard.
That's a dark turn for the first MurderMania now.